written a book.
I haven't literally written a book, but...
Well, someone wrote it with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you did always say that you would never write one.
Well, I couldn't remember anything, could I? But then when I got going with this guy, Chris, we worked out fine.
I do like, because you put a good joke at the beginning of the book. I'll just show this to the camera. Right. So, can the camera see that? They said I would never write this book. Well, because here it is. All I have to do now is remember something. This is sweet. You say that what you read here is what dribbled out of the jelly I call my brain when I asked it for my life story. Nothing more, nothing less. And the stories in it, I mean, because there are so many kind of classic Ozzy stories of excess and madness, do you only know them because people have told them to you?
Well, I kind of remember. When I used to get home, Sharon used to bollock me all the time. So that's how I remembered a few things, you know. But, you know, everybody's heard the bat, the dove, the Alamo and all that stuff, but it's stuff in there that people hadn't heard. I remember one night, I went out to a place called Benihana, have you heard of them?
Oh, yeah.
And I was drinking sake out of a soup bowl. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up in pitch black and I can see these car lights going past me and I go, where are we? So I'm feeling around in the dark and I feel this car and I want to take a pee. So I unzip myself and then suddenly this blue light on this car goes, woo! And the window winds down, this woman cop goes, when you finish shaking that thing, your ass is going to jail. The picture of that is when I'm in the jail in Memphis, that's what happened.
I mean, did you find any of it funny at the time?
No.
At the beginning, Ozzy was kind of like Arthur character. He was really sweet and funny, and everybody would love to invite Ozzy around because you'd have such a good time. But then it kind of turned on him, and he became the Hulk when he had a drink.
But I mean, it was. I got fed up with it at the end. So did everybody else around me. I couldn't continue doing that. I like being clean now.
But now, just to take you back, because the thing is, all those stories are in the book, but there's also a lot about when you were young. And it is, you know, if you're sitting at home and you've just put the children to bed and you're looking at your little angel, just bear in mind that this man here, this was him at once upon a time. This is what he looked like.
That was me.
That was you. Who knew?
What a Who knew I was going to be the Prince of Darkness at that time?
It even looks like he's praying there.
I know.
He's a little angel.
I was pounding super glue. I couldn't get my hands open.
And before you found music, I mean, you did struggle. You did lots of different jobs, didn't you?
Yeah, I was my first job was a plumber, but I didn't like that because the only time you get work is in the winter when the pipes are burst. So that didn't like it. And then my mother got me a job in a factory, tuning car horns. It's true to say that was my first musical job.
What, tuning car horns?
Yeah, it's sitting in a soundproof room, and they would come along on the sound, come back. My mother would be going, no, keep on working. And then I would tune, and they had to do 900 car horns a day. It's like being in a sound asylum. Oh, you need one of them at the end of the day.
And then you worked in an abattoir as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Dying trade, though. I worked there I quite enjoyed that because when you get there early in the morning, by the time they'd finished all the killing, you could go home. So you had... And, you know, I think everybody...
Sharon's making a face. He's bitten the heads off things.
It just sounds so extraordinary to say, oh, I quite like that. But by the time they finished all the killing, you can go home then. Of course.
Somebody's got to do it. It doesn't come out dinosaur-shaped cows. Burgers don't come in.
I love the fact you've given away that you eat dinosaur-shaped food now.
He's a dad. He's a dad. No, but then you turned to crime. You became a burglar.
Yeah, that was even worse.
Yeah, you worked.
I wore gloves with the thumb out. That was how good I was. James Bond 003 and a half. They found me in the garden with a 24-inch television crushing my chest because I fell off the wall with it.
And then the music happened and Black Sabbath happened. And, I mean, because it must have been extraordinary because, you know, for your family living in Birmingham, suddenly you're off in a huge rock band. I mean, were they really impressed, or was
No, well, I was happy just to make a record and take it on, see what I've done. After you buy me the PA, and he says, let's put it on the radiogram, because we never had stereo in them. Like, it was a big old radiogram, and I put it on, and he listens to the first track with the lightning and the thunder on, and he stopped me and he goes, son, I'm going to ask you this question once. Are you sure you're only drinking the occasional beer?
But I love in the book you talk about how you attract these weird fans.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was on tour one time in Japan, and the groupies out there do anything to attract your attention. They follow you around and hold on to you. We're in this bar just to make a change, and it's a stopped everything bar, and this girl standing at the bar with long black hair. All of a sudden I hear a clunk, a sound of a skull hitting the she'd fainted. So I'm pissed, and I get up, and I get behind the shoulders, and my drummer gets her by the waist, and I get her to my knees, and she starts going, yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, what's the matter? My drummer goes, you're standing on her hair.
I turn to Mr. Gervais now, who is... No, seriously, because when you say, because your introduction on the chat show is, Hollywood movie star, and there was, there must have been a time in all our lives when we never expected the words Ricky Gervais to be the next things you said.
Well, yeah.
It's fun, no, but it's
I'd go along with that.
It's good though, isn't it? You must love it.
No, I mean, I enjoy the work. I don't think of myself as a film star. I think of myself more as I suppose, a filmmaker who gives myself a role. Yeah, if you're the writer and the director and the producer, then you do well at auditions.
Listen, you're promoting your film all over the world.
Yes.
Now, you do those junkets, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That's when they stick you in a room for a couple of days, and you sit there, and you have journalists all around the world come in. They get like 6 minutes to ask you the same questions, and you have to be polite. And you do about like 40 or 50 a day.
Whoa.
I know, yeah.
But you do try to amuse yourself sometimes.
Well, sometimes you think, well, there's no point to this, so I'll have a laugh.
We've got a clip of you doing one with... Now, was you from Miami?
Oh, this was one of the last ones of the day. OK, so you've got to remember that I'd already done about 40 of these, and this woman walked in.
OK, so I don't think it needs any more setup than that,
I don't
really.
think so.
So let's have a look at a clip.
Ricky, your character in this movie is a little heavy-set. He has a pot belly.
Yeah.
He loves his beer.
Absolutely.
Didn't he think that if he lost a little weight, maybe the girl of his dreams will get a little closer?
Yeah.
Tu personaje está un poquito gordito. Si rebajara, ¿la mujer de sus sueños saldría con él?
Probably lost a bit in translation. What you probably said was that I'm quite a leading man.
Sí, bueno, yo creo que estás muy lindo ahora, estás muy guapo.
I only got crocus, but...
Guapísimo.
So, I did, and to answer your question,